Hi everyone, it's Karen with Chalkator Ziba Chalk. I'm an independent Chalkator designer. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so excited to be here with the one of a kind crowd. It's always fun to see all the projects. Happy New Year, everybody. Um, Hopefully you guys have had fun. You had a good holiday. Everything is back to normal, whatever normal is. And we're just going to go and have more fun just right now. Okay, sorry, it's been a little confusing today. My internet has been off and on, so hopefully I don't lose internet is what I'm hoping, because that would be awful. So anyway, today we are going to do the ChalkMade Valentine for You kit. It's a all-inclusive kit. It comes with everything that you need. It comes with these little gift tags, the bags that you need. It comes with an exclusive transfer. It has 12 of these designs. I've just cut up a couple already. That's an exclusive transfer. Uh-oh, hold on. Uh-oh. Okay. And then it comes with 4 paste packets and everything that you need. So the instruction booklet, everything that you need. So that's what we're going to be making is these little gift bags. So the first thing that you want to do, let's see, let's get this over here. Let's get this over here. All right, let's get that. Okay, so like I said, I've already cut this. So usually it's an 8.5 by 11 and you get 12 of them. But the first thing you want to do is just go ahead and cut these. Now I'm going to use my, look at this, I'm going to cross-reference here. I'm going to use my Stampin' Up! Trimmer to cut these. Of course, you can cut them with the scissors as well, but I'm trying to get really good about being more even with my cuts. And definitely a trimmer is good for that. And these are really fun. These are really fun transfers. I think they are really cute. So popping through a Valentine's for you. My sister and brother-in-law are huge popcorn fans. Have a ball. You're totally fish awesome. I'm a sucker for you. Party hardy Valentine. Have a colorful Valentine's Day. Let's see, which ones do we want to do? I think what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to do these 3 right here because I went to one of the retail stores the other day and got me a big old bag of kisses or just mixed chocolate. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these here. You're so sweet, Valentine. Make no mistake, you're awesome. And wishes and kisses for you. So we're going to work on those. All right, so you get your paste packets. And the first thing you want to do is you just kind of want to knead these kind of like just for a couple minutes just to make sure that they're nice and squishy and you get the paste kind of mixed up and everything. So you just kind of want to knead these a little bit to get started. Now I'm going to open up these 2. On the other colors, I've got jars of them, so I'm just going to use my jars, but I didn't have jars of these, so I definitely want to use these. Candy apple I use a lot at Christmas time. So we got raspberry sorbet, candy apple, peony, which is a very pretty light pink, and then of course shimmer gold. And you can't go wrong with either one of those. All right, or any of them really. All right, so this right here, if you're new to Chalkator, and thanks again for joining us today. This is a squeegee. It's a little mini squeegee. Sometimes what I do, I have extra. So sometimes what I do is I cut them in half to get me a little bit more defined look, which is helpful. And then we have other tools as well that you can use to get more detailed. And we'll go into that. All right, so I lost my scissors here. So I've got this all kind of squishy, and now you're going to get these little trays. So I'm just going to put a little bit on these trays. Now these are really, oh shoot, these are really designed to be kind of a single use packet. So I just go ahead and squeeze all of mine out. You're going to have enough to do your projects for today, obviously, but it's really not designed to stay more than 1 or 2 projects. So I just squeeze it all out onto my tray. Get all that out. Now, if you did want to keep a little bit of it, if you don't think you're going to use all of it, here's a trick of the trade. Instead of cutting the top, like what I just did, cut the bottom of it. And then that way you know what color it is when you close it up. So if you didn't want to use all of it, then that's what you can do. And then I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze all this out real fast first. And then what you can do, if you don't use all of it, you can just fold it up like this. Just, you know, whatever. Put a little paper clip or binder clip or something on there. And then what I do is I throw it in a Ziploc bag. And you can keep it in the refrigerator or just put it in your craft bag, whatever is more convenient. But if you keep it in the refrigerator, it's definitely going to be harder. So you'd want to just keep it out at room temperature. But again, it's not really designed to last forever. It's a single-use pack. So just go ahead and use them. Now, if you've got a jar, obviously, then you can just keep using it. Look, I've used gold so much, I'm almost out of it. All right, so I've got to get a couple things here. All right. All right, and I apologize, I can't see your comments, so I don't know why, but I've been technically challenged for the last 2 days between my printer, my Wi-Fi, and now today my computer. So I will get with all your questions, and if you have anything, just make sure you post it in the comments, and I'll get with you. I do have somebody that can help me, so maybe she can answer the questions since I can't see them. But if we don't get to them during the presentation, we will definitely answer them afterwards. But I live here in Ohio and it's super, super cold. So today is definitely a great day to craft. No, those are not the ones I want to use. These are the ones I want to use. All right, I can't do 2 things at once. Okay, so here we go. So now I've cut my transfers. Let's do this one first. And these are brand new. So what you want to do, there's a couple things that you should get in the habit of doing, which I am not in the habit of doing. But there's a couple things that you should do. One is before you peel it off, you want to just take a magic marker and just write on the back of it what it is. That way you know 2 reasons. One, you know what the front is. And 2, when you peel it off, you're not going to know what it matches to. So this will tell you what it matches to. So because we're going to peel this off and then we have to wash it and all that stuff, we're going to lose which transfer goes with which backing. So because they're all going to look like this. Now, a lot of times what people do is they don't cut up the transfer, or they don't cut up the whole thing. They just cut up the vinyl part, which is fine as well. And then that keeps the whole 8.5 by 11 sheet. But the reason why I did not use the greatest magic marker, the reason why you want to do that is because you're going to put this back on to preserve it. Because these are reusable. You can use them over and over again. So company line is 8 to 10 times, but my line is if you really take care of them, you can get several uses out of them. And when I say several, if you really take care of it, you can really get more like 12 to 15 uses out of it. And I'll be honest, I even get more out of them because I use them a lot. So so we're going to put that aside. So the first thing is this is going to be extremely sticky. So see, it's very sticky, very, very sticky. We want to get some of that fuzz off or that stickiness off. So you're just going to take a towel, and usually I use just a kitchen towel, anything, an old beach towel, anything that you got laying around the house. My jeans sometimes I use. You don't have to use anything fancy. This, of course, is our Chalk Couture mat, but you don't have to use that. You just want to make sure that you use something that's a terry cloth material. If you notice our mat, there's one side that's just kind of soft, and then this other side is more rough, which is the terry side. So that's the side you want to use. But you want to just have something to where you can peel off that fuzziness or that stickiness, and you're just going to do this a couple times. And you want to get that stickiness off. And don't worry, it comes back. Once you wash it, that stickiness comes back. So no worries whatsoever. And the stickiness does go away after a while. But if it goes away, it's not going to do anything. It's not going to hurt the transfer. You can get some painter's tape or washi tape, because I know everybody has that, and just tape it down and hold it. And I might actually get a little bit of tape just to help with these, because they are sometimes really small and they cut to the edge. All right, so I've got my gift tag here. I'm gonna put these aside. Let's see. I got my bags over here. I am a hot mess today. Okay. So I've got my little gift tag. This is a ChalkSuede gift tag. It's a little bit different texture than paper. And it's kind of got a really cool feel to it. But it's not like normal paper. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but it's not like normal paper. But this is what the gift tag looks like. This is obviously the bottom, and then the top is up here. So what I'm going to do is just position this on here and get it nice and centered. Just like that. Now, I am going to actually use my tape because I want to hold that down. So, see, I just got painter's tape because I think I've had this roll of painter's tape for about 10 to 15 years. It's just, you know, you use it and it keeps growing. I don't understand why. But it's just a necessity when you have a house. I think it just comes with a house. So I tape that down just to hold it flat, nice and flat. And then one of the things you want to do is I always take my squeegee and I want to get out any air bubbles. So I just scrape it across. Now, when it's something small like this, it doesn't really have that many, but you just want to get in the habit of it too. Air bubbles, wrinkles, crinkles, none of those are your friends. So you want a nice, smooth surface. All right. So then we're just going to get going. And I'm just going to use, let's see. I'm going to do, I'm going to do 2 colors on this one. I should have started with something else. You know what? Well, I'm going to do 2 colors on this one. So I'm going to kind of go to advanced stage on this one. But maybe that's good because you can just watch it and see what I'm doing. And then we'll do this. No, not that one. Wishes and kisses. Oh, we're actually going to do this one. All right. Then we'll just do a couple solids or whatever. All right. We'll just play it by ear. Anyway. Okay. Hot mess, I told you. Okay. So I'm going to do the, now where you see the white, if you're not familiar with Chalk Couture, where you see the white is where the design is going to be, obviously. So Valentine, this is all going to be the design, right? So I am going to do the candy in peony, and then I'll do the You're So Valentine, I think, in red. So that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to get my little squeegee. This is the one that comes with it, but I have a couple, like I said, so I went ahead and cut it in half. So all it is half, and it just gives me a little bit more the ability to get into smaller places. Now you could take this off if you wanted to where you don't make a mistake and go over it, whatever you're comfortable with. But I'm just going to go like this. Now you want to get not a big blob, but a blob enough to get you started. And you're just going to basically paint the transfer. Don't worry about, I know some of you might have watched videos and stuff. Don't worry about trying to scrape it as you go. Just paint your transfer like normal. And then we'll do the scraping off all the extra. So you want just a nice soft pressure to get it through the mesh. All right. So see, I didn't do all the other parts, so I was being careful not to get those. So I've still got a little bit on my squeegee, so I'm just going to scrape that off. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape off all this extra from my transfer. But again, you want to be careful because you don't want to go into the other parts that you don't want that color. So what you see is what you get. So whatever you do on the top is what's going to happen in the bottom. So I was just really careful and scraping all that off. Hopefully you can see that okay. All right, so now I'm going to do the You're So Valentine. Actually, I'm going to do these little things in gold. Let's see. I'm just going to use this one real quick. Now, if you only have the one squeegee, you could just take a magic wipe or a paper towel, a wet paper towel, and just wipe it off in between, and then it's good to go. So you don't have to have all the tools all at once. So just take a magic or a wet paper towel and just wipe it off, and it will be good as new. Now with the gold, it's a shimmer gold, and it is a little bit thicker than the other paste. So I'm kind of scraping and pushing down all at the same time on this one, just because it's a smaller surface and I'm being extra careful on it. So I'm kind of pushing and scraping at the same time because it's just a smaller surface. All right. Now I'm just going to do the red. Same thing. I'm just going to grab a blob of it. And then just, again, be careful about doing it up at the top. You could put tape up here to make sure you don't go over your line. So it's just like grade school. You got to stay within your lines. You don't want to go over. All right. See, down here is the tag, so I want to be careful down there not to get any of the red on the tag. All right, so I put it on there, and now I'm just scraping it off. All right, look at this. Now we're going to take this off. I'm going to keep that for the next one. Now, when you're peeling them off, you want to just start in the corners and work your way down. Now, this is kind of small, so you don't really have to worry about it. But the reason why we fuzz it is because it really, really sticks to the surface. And you don't want to stretch it. So you want to just be really careful when you're taking it off. Just do it slowly. Start in the corners. And then once you have that up, then just peel down from the corners. Otherwise, you'll stretch it. Like I said, it's extremely sticky. So it really adheres to the surface. And look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? Oh, I wish I could see your comments, but hold on. So I'm going to let you see this for a second. Now, we need to go and wash this. Now, one thing that does not come in the kit is a magic eraser. I should have said this first. So this is just a simple clean, Mr. Clean magic eraser. The generic ones work fine. Whatever it is that you got, you want just a magic eraser to clean them in cold water. So I want to go and clean this real quick because that's what saves it or keeps it new. All righty. So, hold on. I want to show you something here. Isn't that cute, though? I just love it. Look how cute that is. So, I just cleaned this one with my magic eraser, but I want to show you, one, that it's clean again now, but two, look at the top here. especially with red, it is going to stain your transfer. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. It is going to stain it. No worries. What you're more concerned about is getting all the color out of this mesh. So you can see it's a mesh, like it's a mesh screen. So when you're cleaning it, that's the important part. You want both front and back when you're cleaning. Do the front and the back. But don't worry about that it stains. That's perfectly normal. Perfectly normal. Now I'm going to dry this. I'm going to dry it upside down. So the sticky side goes up. All right. So I'm just going to put it on a paper towel or a dish towel, and you just dry it upside down. All right. Now this isn't going to take very long to dry, but we're going to go ahead and do a couple more. Okay. So we're going to do this one. My heart's aglow for you. We're going to do that one real quick. Now that one I'm just going to do all in red. So again, I'm just going to, let's put it on there first. I'm going to get this. And I'm going to fuzz it up, get some of that stickiness off. You saw even though I did this a few times, how sticky it was to the tag. So it really, really adheres to it. Now these will work on paper, but I'm going to show you, hopefully I have time, I'm going to show you a watercolor I did the other day. They will work on paper. The issue with paper is that on like normal cardstock paper is because this is so sticky, it could peel up your paper. So you really want to do this a few times. And actually what I tell people is do a transfer one or two times before you do it on paper. That way it's washed and it loses some of that stickiness. So it's not going to peel up your paper. Now, like I said, this is a what we call a ChalkSuede paper. So it's not like a normal paper. So it's not going to peel like that. Now this one's got a big open surface. So that's one that you would be worried about, especially if it's bigger. You'd be worried if it's going to get any air bubbles. Air bubbles are not your friend. So you just want, again, just kind of just run your squeegee over it just to make sure you get any air bubbles out. When I say use the squeegee, because sometimes my fingers don't always do it. But you want nice and smooth, no creases, no anything. All right. So I'm just going to have this down there. So we're going to do this one all in red. I'm sorry, my camera is, I wish it was, my project after this is to go out and get a new tripod so we can see closer. We're just going to do this all in red because it's a simple way just to show you how to do it all in one color. So you want to just grab, see, look, I grab a little bit more than what I need. It's just easier to spread that way. So I just grab it and then you just throw it down there. And like I said, you're basically just painting, and don't worry about how to put it on there. So just like that. Now see right here, you can't see that design, right? You can't see it. But now I'm just going to scrape off all the extra. So you're not wasting any. So see, now I'm scraping off all that extra. And now you can see through and get that design. And again, just nice, soft, even pressure. Nothing real fancy. So that one was all one color, so easy to do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, if somebody comes in to kill me, my dog is warning you. That's Cleopatra. She's a little upset that I'm not paying attention to her. So sorry. All right, so again, you can see how sticky these are. But what's the matter, baby girl? Look at that. And there it is. My heart's aglow for you. So again, dirty transfer. I'm going to wash the front and the back and try and get her to calm down. So hold on 1 second. That's a good girl. All right, look at that. So that's an easy one because it's all in one color. Now look, I got a little bit on there. Oh, you know what? That's good. Actually, I'm going to do that next. I want to show you something. I don't know if this will work, but oh, look. My heart's aglow. My heart's aglow. Where's the stupid camera? My heart's aglow. There we go. Let me give her a treat so she thinks that I love her, which I do, because life is better with a dog. All right, so I actually want to show you something here real quick. Now this is live, so we're going to hope that it works, but I want to show you something real quick, because part of the beauty of Chalk Couture is if you make a mistake, you can erase it and do it again. Look, I was going to do the wrong thing. You can make a mistake and then redo it. So I'm going to kind of show you something, and hopefully it will work. I've done this before. It definitely works when you're using it on a chalkboard surface or something like that. But these ChalkSuede tags are a smooth surface. So if you make a mistake, you don't like it, you can wipe it off really quickly. So I just kind of want to show you that real quick, just so you kind of see what I'm talking about. So obviously once it dries, it's a little bit harder on the material like this, but if I have a chalkboard, I can definitely erase it, 2 months later and it not be a problem. All right. Actually what I should do is, let's do it on this one because I do want to keep this one. Because I just want to show you a mistake. And show you. Uh-oh, I think one of her friends is out. She's getting really excited. Yep. So I kind of want to show you what if you have an air bubble. So I'm kind of making it to where I'm purposely making this air bubble here to where I can show you what I mean, what happens when you have a bubble. I'm not going to do the whole thing because this is just kind of a trial and error one, just show you when you make a mistake what happens. Now see, I had an air bubble and that's what happens. So see how that's not clear? It's okay. It's okay. Now, I do want to wash this off because I made a mistake. Now, again, like I said, it's okay, baby. Oh, it's okay. What I want to do, come here. Oh, sorry. She's a fierce protector. Sorry. So what I want to do is before this dries real quick is I want to go and wash it. So here's what it looks like. And then I'm going to go wash it. I'll be right back. Oh my God. All right. So you can see I have a little bit of staining, just probably because I waited just a tick too long, but I can really go over this one more time, and nobody would know the wiser to it. So that's the beauty of chalk, is that if you make a mistake, you can redo it. Now you can't do that on fabric, or if you're doing it on real paper or something like that. But you can, if you do it real quick, you can erase it and just wipe it off and try it again. Or the other thing is that if you want to change out your decor, you can do that as well. So like we have a monthly club that I put on a chalkboard, and I just erase it off every month. Sorry, I got sidetracked because she's still going crazy over there. All right, we're just going to do one. Well, we have time to do a couple more. And now look, I'm going to go back to this one. And I'm just going to, look, this one is dry already. So you notice I was careful when I first touched it. So but they dry pretty fast. They dry pretty fast. So actually, let's finish this one real quick. So we're going to get our little bag. Look at these. These are nice size bags too. They're the size of my hand. One day I'm going to learn where the stupid camera is. You would think that it's easy to know where the camera is, but it's a nice size bag. So you are so sweet, Valentine. We're just going to fill it up. With little candies. There we go. Now, hold on. I don't think I lost you, but I lost you. Hopefully you didn't lose me. There we go. Sorry. Okay. So the other thing that came with the kit are some colored staples, and you get a red and a pink one. So just get a normal stapler, and because I've got pink on the candy, I'm going to use the pink on there. Put those in there. All right. Let me get this out of the way here. Uh-oh. All right. And then you can put it wherever you'd like, depending on how much you filled up your bag. And then staple it. Oh, look at that. Look how cute that is. Now, I did a bad job stapling because I'm not a very good stapler. But what I should have done is done it this way. But anyway, we'll do that on the next one. But look how cute that is. Perfect to hand out. Isn't that cute? Okay, so let's do another one. Let's see. I'm going to do this one. I know I was, oh wait, I had this one ready. Yes. This one is a little bit more detailed. So this is the wishes and kisses for you. This one is definitely a little bit more detailed on that. Now this kit makes, it's $29.99, and there's 30 of the gift tags and 30 bags. So it's enough to make 30 bags. And like I said, these are reusable. So there's 12 of them. So they're reusable. So once you wash them, you can put them on another gift tag. Then you can reuse them again. You can put them on anything, really. You name it, you can put them on it. So there's no limitations with using our transfers. You can put them on mugs. If you remember a few weeks ago, we did one where we put it on a mug. So all kinds of things that you can do with it. All right. Now, I got a little bit of something in there. I can feel it. I think just lint. Yep, look, see, I got a little bit. You probably can't see it, but just a little bit of lint from the towel. So again, that could interfere. Dog hair and stuff like that won't interfere. Trust me, because I have dog hair on everything. I clean the house. My sister, I have 3 sisters and a brother. One of my sisters from Florida is coming up today. And so I cleaned yesterday, and I think I vacuumed one of at least 2 of her up. And I had longer hair, and I think I vacuumed up one of me. So there was a lot of hair. So I get hair and everything. All right. So I wish I could see your comments, but if you have any questions about anything whatsoever, I will come back and answer all your comments. So don't worry about that. But the kit still is available. It's $29.99. You can get it at chalkcouture.com/Ziba Chalk. Just make sure you put the /Ziba Chalk up on there. So anyway, I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, anyway, all right. So let's see. What do we want to do with this one? Let's use this peony. And now I've got gold on my little transfer. So what I'm going to do is not find my wet naps because I don't know where they are. So I'm just going to wet this paper towel. And see, just like new. So, and you can mix and match your colors. You can do it all one color. You can do whatever you want to do. Sometimes I have to stop and think about what I want to do. And actually, I think what I should do, I'm going to do the kisses in gold. And then I'm going to do all around it in red. So I just changed my mind. Because that's what we can do. Just change our mind. That's what we do. So again, I'm going to do this center part first. I always work in the center if I'm going to do multiple colors on something like this. I do it in the center first, and then go out, just because it's a little easier that way. Now this one, it would be really hard to try and get more than one color. It seems like my internet is holding out, so I spent 2.5 hours on the phone the day before yesterday because my printer was out. And then I spent 3 hours on the phone yesterday trying to get my internet because I had to get a new router, and she said, oh, all you have to do is plug it in. Unplug the old one and plug in the new one. Well, let me tell you, it is not as simple as that. Nothing is ever as simple as that. All right, so I want to be kind of careful. Oh, you know what we'll do on this? We'll do one more, and we'll do kind of a blended technique. Oh, well, I might have just done it right there, but oh my goodness, time is running out though. I should have done a blended technique before. I'll do that one real quick. All right. Again, just start in your corner and work your way down because these are going to stick. But look at the detail on this. Oh, I had... we got a little bit of... Look at there. Look at the detail on that. Isn't that cute? Love it. All right. So I'm going to put that one aside. I got to wash this. Hold on. All right. Actually, because I'm running out of time here because time goes by so fast. I'm just going to show you a couple things here. Now I'm going to continue on with this project on my VIP page tonight. So you can come join us because I'm going to show you how to do like a blended mistake. We'll do this one and we'll, not a mistake, but we'll do a blending technique with this one. And we'll do a couple more. So I'm going to continue on that. That will be tonight at 8 on my VIP page. So, but I want to show you a couple things because we had a catalog come out and I got a few things. And I want to show you real quick some of the things that I did. Now, I said earlier I did a watercolor. So this is on watercolor paper. So you can see watercolor paper, nothing fancy, but look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? I did that with watercolor pansy, and then look at that bee. Isn't that bee pretty? And then I did this one is I didn't paint the bee on that one. So I'm trying to decide if I like it with the bee as yellow or the bee just plain black and white. But when I look at this watercolor, that bee really pops out. Ooh, look at that. I love that. And this is all from one transfer. You get, let me see. You get the bees. There's a couple bees on there. You get the bees. You get, you get the pansies. You get the pansies. So that's what those look like. You get a hummingbird. Look at this hummingbird. Isn't that gorgeous? Love that hummingbird. I can't wait to do something with it. And then you get a zinnia. Like that. Isn't that gorgeous? So here's what I did with the zinnia. So look at that. Isn't that pretty? So I could go in and paint it and get it. But here's that kind of blended technique. I've got two colors. I've got orange and yellow in there. Isn't that pretty? All right, so that actually, that's a brand new transfer and it just came out. So you can check that out on my website. But join me in the Ziba Craft community on Facebook. I go live every Wednesday and Saturday night. We do projects just like this. Come and hang out. Sometimes we do prizes just like Brian does. Mine aren't as cool as his though. But anyway, so hopefully thank you so much for joining. And let's see, I think that's it. So if you have any questions, I will get back to you. Sorry I couldn't see the comments, but I appreciate you joining with me today. All right, have fun and have a great weekend. Thanks, everybody.